So welcome to Biash and Klutz Knitting and Crochet. My name is Maria. So I've been doing a tutorial on a sweater. This is the sweater, and it's a little eyelet sweater. And I got the pattern at an eyelet yoke sweater. Can't really see the color really good. It's more of a purple. Let's see if I can get the light right. It's not really blue. It's more of a purple. I got the pattern at lionbrand.com, lionyarnbrand.com. I think it's called lionbrand.com. Okay, and it's made in 5 separate pieces that you do up separately. That I just said that 5 separate pieces that you do up separately. Okay, and it's just basic stockinette stitch. Knit 1 row, purl 1 row, knit 1 row, purl 1 row. And then you begin by doing a seed stitch on the bottom. Well, that's the wrong side. So you begin by doing a seed stitch, which is a multiple of 2 plus 1, or an odd number. And all of the cast-ons for the different sizes are a multiple of 2 plus 1. So you're basically just making up a little piece. It's like the left front. I think the left front is the first thing you make up, which is just a piece that you're going to measure out to 7.5 inches if you're doing the 3-year-old. Excuse me, and then you shape the armholes here where you're going to put your sleeves in. And then you do a back, make a back piece. And you take these off the needle and you put them on stitch holders, or I use scrap yarn. Okay, so you can use stitch holders, but I use scrap yarn. And then you do a right front. And then hopefully you try very hard to get 2 sleeves that are almost identical, if not identical. And you work those. And then you put those up on stitch markers, and you mark the right side. There's a wrong side and a right side. And you'll know it when you see it. One is more smoother and the stitches go better. And so it's basically an eyelet. You could see one side is smoother and one side is a little bit more bumpy. So you mark the right side, and then you put all your stitches back on your needle. All your pieces, you put the right front on first with the right side facing you, and a sleeve, the back, and then a sleeve, and then the left front. And then you join it together and you start working the yoke. And it's all done on a circular needle. And the yoke comes down into the arm, to the beginning of the arm. So you begin the shoulder, you'll see it go around. And it's just simple little eyelets, yarn over. So all you need to know to make the sweater, I wish I could get the proper color. So all you need to know to make this sweater, cute little Easter sweater, cute little spring sweater. All you really, I gotta get that edge right there. I just saw a spot sticking out right there. Get that. All you need to know how to do is, oh here, that looks better that way, because the fronts are supposed to go down like that. And all you really need to know how to do is knit 2 stitches together and yarn over, knit 1, purl 1. Cast on, you can choose any cast on you like, and bind off. So I did a tutorial of how to make the pieces, and then I'm going to come back and do a tutorial of how to do the eyelet. Excuse me. Now I made this for a 3-year-old, and she's a kind of tiny 3-year-old, so I think I probably should have made the 2-year-old. So I would say, you know, if you don't have them right with you to measure them, but go by their chest size and their length. She's kind of tall, so but I still think this is going to be a little bit big on her. But it's just a cute little like Eloise type eyelet jacket. So I'm going to come back and do a tutorial. I'm making another one for my friend's granddaughter. And I will come back and do a tutorial of each piece. And then, well, I'll post the one that I made when I was making this. and then I'll come back and do the yoke with you guys. So again, all you need to know how to do, please do a gauge on this. Excuse me. You want, they're calling for a US 8 needle or 5.0, and the yarn they're using in Eyelet Yoke Cardigan online brand.com is Cotton Ease, which has been discontinued. So what they're going to do is give you comparable yarns that you can pick. So one of the comparable yarns that they had listed was Karen Simply Soft. So that's what I went with. And so it's going to be a light 4. Another one I think was Vanna's Homestead Cotton. And those are all very light. They say medium 4, but they're really a light 4. Excuse me. So, and then basically when you put it together, you're just going to sew up the sides, which I need to do some work on. I need to get better yet. But these are the sides. You sew the sides together. I did better on this side. Always one side, you know. And then you're just going to sew up your sleeve, which I did better on this side. And then you're going to sew your little gap of your armholes. And that's it. I think this was probably the first side I did, and I was trying to figure out. I actually was thinking it was too big, so I was trying to bring it in, but I've learned you can't. So, you know, one side. That came out cute. If it would only dry. The gauge on this is 17 stitches, 24 rows, stockinette. So, if you knit 24 stitches across, and then you purl 24 inches across, and you do that for 24 rows, and you don't have a 4 by 4 inch square or 10 centimeter square going each way, reduce your needle size or increase your needle size. If you don't have enough stitches, increase your needle size. Did I say that right? Yeah, you're going to increase or decrease. Or take into consideration the yarn you're using. Use a different yarn. But if you go up or down on your needle, find your needle that you need to achieve a 4 by 4 inch gauge or 10 centimeter square by doing 24 rows, 17 stitches in stockinette. And that's all you really have to do. I would keep a crochet hook handy, a couple of bobby pins I keep handy, a measuring tape, scissors, and the yarn I used was a combination of Embroidery, this is Karen Simply Soft for the border, and then this grape purple, which it is more the color of it. No, it's still looking blue. Come on. Okay, well, it's more of a purple. It's and the ombre is called Purple Violet Haze Raisin Ombre. So you can see this is a really thin 4, and that's what you want to go for. You're going to do the pattern comparable to. You can use any yarn, but you'd have to reduce your needle size to like maybe a 7 or a 6. And if you want to go down, like I'm going to be making this for a 2-year-old next, I'm going to reduce my needle size a lot because by the time you block it and wash it, it really does stretch out. First I thought it was going to be too tiny, and so I hung it to try to stretch it, and there was a big boo-boo. So, but I mean, I think it'll be fine. And then, you know, if it doesn't turn out the right size for the little girl I'm making it for, it's something she could wrap up in like a little blanket if she wanted to too. You could put any kind of button you want on it. There is a buttonhole. A little help from my friends. We chose Flower Power, but you can. The pattern shows it with a wood button, and I think this is cute. Just could almost fit in here. It's gonna like drape down on her, but it'll be like a little coat for her. So I mean, I think their sizes are okay, but I would just decrease the needle size that they're calling for, because I followed this to the T. And honestly, the Love the Earth baby cardi that I did too, that turned out a little big too. She's very tiny, but even, I don't know, I was showing it to a friend last night and she said, I know a lot of little 3-year-olds that they could fit. I don't think with this 3-year-old, I showed her a picture of her and she's tiny. Yeah. But, she'll grow into it. Alright, I'm going to go back to blow drying from far away because I've been blocking it for 48 hours and it's still not doing what it should be doing. I have to give it a little bit more dry. But it's a really cute little sweater. And I'll do the pattern with you guys. Maybe there you can see the eyelet there on the yoke better. This is a cute little eyelet. Alright, so that's a nice little Easter sweater I'm working on. And I'll come back and do a video after Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday for those of you that are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I am. For those of you that are still waiting on the Messiah and are celebrating Passover, happy Passover, and I hope you have a very healthy year. For those of you that are celebrating Buddha or Ramadan, whatever you're celebrating, you know what, just love and love more, and know that there is a God supreme, sovereign, and our life on this earth is precious, what we make it, and there is a heaven, no matter what. No matter what you believe, there is a heaven. And enjoy your time and all the special little traditions of food and your family time, your friend time. And I wish you new beginnings and love and all those good things. New beginnings. Reconciliation where you need it with relationships. Forgiveness where you need it with relationships. Mercy. And all things new. Keep blooming bright. And I will come back and do this the sweater with y'all. Okay? I think I'm going to choose a whole different kind of yarn and a smaller needle. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.